Congratulations to today's daily shoutout winners! If you want to win a shoutout, leave a nice comment down below for a chance to win a shoutout in my next video.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Lyssy, which I'm guessing you guys probably already knew. But anyways, today guys, we're going to be talking more about Disney. And I've talked about Disney a few times before, but today we're going to be talking about some more secrets and things that Disney wants to hide from us. Yes, Disney is hiding a lot of secrets out there from us that they don't want us to know, and for some certain reasons. However, I am a huge Disney fan. I'm sure that you guys know that. I actually just got a magic key, so I'm about to live back in Disneyland again, and I'm super excited about it. Also guys, before today's video starts, be sure to drop a like. Try to like today's video only using your fingernail, because I heard that's almost impossible to do. And also guys, be sure to subscribe button, because we're getting so incredibly close to hitting 2 million subscribers, and it would mean a lot if you guys would hit that subscribe button and put on the bell notification. But today guys, we're gonna get right on into talking about the tea about Disney, because the tea is hot. So one thing I don't know if many of you guys already know about Disney is that Disneyland is actually filled with cats. Yes, believe it or not, Disneyland is actually piled with cats all around their theme park. There are around 200 feral cats prowling the streets of Tomorrowland and all the other kingdoms in the park. These cats are nocturnal and mainly only come out to hunt in the park at night. They are here for the most obvious reason and the most disturbing one. They are hunting for rodents that are scattered throughout the park. So there are some rats and creepy crawlies at Disneyland, but the cats are there to save the day, and if you are lucky enough, you might be able to spot one of these cats roaming around the theme park even in the daylight if you are lucky. I have once seen a cat running around before, I think in Disneyland California Adventure in like the woodsy area, so I know this is a true fact and that it's really real. So one crazy fact about Disneyland is that it used to be very strict with its employees, and Walt Disney used to want to run his company a certain way and had control over the people in his park and how they looked and what they wore and how they dressed. And one thing is pretty strange that he wasn't allowing. So even after decades of Walt Disney's death, they maintained control in every aspect of how he wanted to run Disneyland and Disney World. Walt was so strict about his operations and Disneyland and Disney World that he did not allow any employees to grow mustaches. This policy was in effect until the year 2000. Walt Disney preferred his employees to be clean-shaven with a squeaky clean image. To this day, full beards with some piercings and certain hair colors are banned among Disney employees. However, I think since this article has been written that I'm actually like referring to, I'm pretty sure that Disneyland is getting a little bit more lenient about having colored hair, piercings, tattoos, and all of that stuff. I know for a while my mom actually wanted to be a Disney worker, and they turned her down because they said she wore quote-unquote too much makeup. My mom barely wore makeup, so that was really shocking to hear that they were so strict on the people they hire in their park and what they had to look like at one point of Disney. But I'm pretty sure that today they actually are a little more lenient to these things, because yeah, that was a little bit strict if you ask me. So the next crazy fact is about how Finding Nemo ended up killing a bunch of fish. Yes, hear me out. So kids would watch Finding Nemo and they saw the scene where Nemo was flushed down into the toilet and he was released back into the ocean to find his dad and his friends in the movie, right? Well, when kids watched that scene in Nemo, it led to a lot of children ending up taking their fish, thinking they were helping their fish by putting it into the toilet, flushing it down their sewer system, and believing that that sewer system led to the ocean, because it did in Nemo. This was not good, okay? This was not good. So fish who are flushed do not end up in the ocean. Flush fish generally don't survive the trip, but even if they make it through the drained end in the sewer system, they'll still most likely be killed off pretty quickly. So after Nemo was released, there was sadly a lot of parents claiming that their kids thought it was a good idea to flush their fishes down the toilet because they thought that it was good since it happened in Nemo. I never knew about this. So the next thing we're going to be covering is the fact that Disney pretty much owns everything.
Disney World and Land, a Disney in Japan, there's a Disney store in every single mall.
Think about it, alright? Disney is a really large company. They make a lot of money. Like their annual sales, I'm not even sure what they are, but I'm guessing it is crazy because every day so many people go to Disneyland parks. So many people buy and watch Disney movies. They have Disney Plus now, and Disney owns tons and tons and tons of companies. Disney acquired Pixar 10 years ago and more recently bought Lucasfilms. Disney also bought Marvel Comics, and then after decades of trying, Disney finally got their hands on the Muppets back in 2004. Disney even bought Winnie the Pooh from the author's family in the 1960s. Disney has had their hand in ABC from early days back in the 1950s, and Disney bought this network outright in the 1990s. I'm sure there's more on this list that was not even mentioned because Disney is seriously so incredibly powerful that one day I would not be shocked if Mickey Mouse just takes over the entire world. Like, no joke, Disney is powerful. That's kind of spooky to think about. Another really strange thing I figured out about Disney is that Disneyland and and Disney World and all the Disney parks have some very strange sound effects that they play throughout the entire park. The other day, I was walking through somewhere in Disney or something like that, and I noticed that there was a speaker by me, and I was like, wait, that's not even real. And it actually backed it up in this article I found online talking about how they do have automated screams in certain parts of the park to make it seem more scary, and other wildlife and nature sounds on radios and speakers playing to make it feel like you're in a certain atmosphere. I think it was Star Wars Land. I was walking through there and I heard all these crazy sound effects like bugs and stuff, and I was like, wait, does Disney have bugs? And I really thought about it. I was like, wait, that is a speaker system. Even at the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror and/or Guardians of the Galaxy, you hear artificial screams that have been pre-recorded to scare you while you wait in line. Under your feet, Disneyland is made of tunnels and passageways. With this system, it is possible to create smells, sounds, and it's easy to dispatch employees so they appear magically all over the theme park. So just remember, next time you hear a lot of blood-crippling screams coming from a ride, it might not actually be the people on the ride if it sounds a little bit too dramatic. It's probably just the Disney speaker systems trying to scare you before you actually get onto the rides. This next thing is also kind of related to the working for Disney sucked for some employees back in the days, and I actually was not aware of this one, and I know a lot about Disney, but this fact has me kind of thinking like, what is going on? Okay, this one's pretty weird, okay, just bear with me. Disneyland workers had to fight for the right to wear their own underwear. Yes, you heard me. They had to fight to wear their own underwear at one point. At one point, it was mandatory that Disneyland provided them uniform working underpants that they were forced to wear when they worked at Disney Park. That is kind of disgusting and just kind of weird. It's just uniform underpants. I could not imagine that. That is so weird. For a long time, the Disney characters walking around the park had to wear costumes that included park-owned underwear that was laundered at the park. After workers complained about lice and scabs that they suffered from wearing these dirty underpants, they eventually negotiated a deal with Disney employees to bring their own undergarments to the park instead of having to get them washed and cleaned and had nasty things happening while wearing their uniform underpants. That is traumatizing. Oh my goodness. Well, at least they changed that law because that was gross if that was really true. So do you guys know that fun ride called the Small World? Yeah, the one with all the little, you know, characters, the dolls that sing the whole time. They're like, it's a small world after all. Yeah, that ride. Well, did you guys know that that song actually is on a never-ending loop and it never ever stops? Even when the ride breaks down, it's on an infinite, never-ending loop. It's a small world of the song forever and ever and ever. So they just built it where the speaker just doesn't stop and the loop is just infinite. But to think about that, it is pretty crazy, and I'm kind of wondering if they even turn the song off at night or they just let it keep running when all the dolls are in the dark and it's all creepy in there. Now I'm really curious because it is on an infinite loop, so now I wonder. Speaking of sound effects and weird Disney facts, did you guys know that in the Lion King movie, all the roars from the lions are not even real sounds from real lions? Like, what? It actually sounded pretty realistic in a lot of ways, but they were actually played by a voice actor. The specific man making them is Frank Welker. He's a legendary Disney voice actor. So every single roar and lion noise you hear in the movie was man-made. So there's not a single real animal noise in the entire Lion King movie. Believe it or not, that is mind-blowing. I did not know that. That is some really interesting tea. And last but not least, the last thing we're going to be covering today about Disneyland is that they have secret underground hidden tunnels that I did not even know about. Beneath Walt Disney World in Florida, there lies a huge system of tunnels. These exist so that Disney employees don't ruin the magic of the park by doing the ordinary things they've got to do, like take out the garbage or even traveling between areas. The tunnels go on for about 9 acres, and employees even need vehicles to drive them around because the area is so large. We get employees need the space to do all that, but the scenery is what makes it super weird. That is kind of bizarre. I never knew that there was like secret underground tunnels. That explains a lot because sometimes characters like emerge really fast in Disney and then disappear extremely fast. You're like, wait, where did they go? And you're like looking around, you're like, there's no doors. I don't know where they went. Underground tunnels. That explains a lot. But yeah, guys, that is some of the interesting tea and facts about Disney that you guys might not have ever heard until today. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and leave a nice comment down below for a chance to win a shout out in the next video. Also, guys, make sure you have your bell notification turned on because a lot of you guys sadly have not been getting notified when I'm posting a video, and it makes me sad because I work really hard on these videos and I never wanted you guys to miss out on them because I think they're pretty fun, and I'm hoping that you guys are still enjoying them. But if you guys are getting bored, let me know in the comments down below what other kind of videos or what other topics you guys would like me to cover. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching my video. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys!